Hey everyone, welcome back to Everyday Shed. I'm Carlos, and today we're talking about insulation and specifically how to insulate this 12 by 16 shed. I've built many sheds in the past few months and talked to hundreds of clients, and I found that most of them have good intentions to insulate a shed, but they are doing it wrong. And I'm going to share with you the number one mistake you can do when insulating your shed. There are a lot of ways to insulate a shed, and the cost can really vary. Some options are cheaper, some are higher quality. For this shed, we're going to go with Rockwool insulation. A bag of Rockwool costs about $65. It's fire resistant and helps repel water, which makes a great product for sheds. It's not the cheapest option, but if you're a DIYer trying to insulate a shed, this is what I recommend. And the number one mistake many homeowners make actually starts on the outside of the shed. This shed right here does not have any gutters installed. So whenever it rains, the water will hit the ground and it splashes right onto the shed. That splash will creep inside the shed, creating moisture. And if you do add insulation on top of that, that will turn into mold. So first, inspect the shed all around, both on the interior and exterior of the shed, making sure there's no water intrusion and that your shed is ready for insulation. After you've fixed any water problems that you may have, you also want to make sure to seal any gaps where the shed wall meets the floor. To do that, I run a bead of silicone all around the inside of the shed, right where the bottom plate meets the wall. Another spot to check is where two siding panels meet. And if you have one of those, you most likely have Z-flash installed. In that case, use spray foam on the bottom to block any air from leaking in or out. And while you got that spray foam in your hand, make sure to seal around windows and doors, keeping everything well insulated and tight. If you have a vent on the side of your shed, you need to block it off. You can do that with a piece of scrap of wood on the inside and seal around with caulk. This is also the last chance you get to check for all the wires or anything you want inside the walls. Make sure it's in the right place. Installing Rockwool is pretty simple. You measure the space and you cut it with a long utility knife, about 3 inches blade, and just press it snug into each wall bay. If you run into pipes or wires or outlets, just cut around and fit it tight in place. And remember, if you're building your own shed, we got free plans at everydayshed.com. Just check the link in the description or the QR code that's over here on your screen. You also find tools to help you choose the right size, budget, and compare with pre-built sheds. We also have links to pre-filled shopping carts with all the materials you needed to build a shed. Plus, you find all kinds of shed products that helps you build a strong, long-lasting shed. So check the link in the description or visit us at everydayshed.com. As you install this, you get the hang of things. It's a pretty easy install. You want this snug but not smash. Cutting this is super easy. Just use a utility knife with a longer blade and place a piece of scrap wood underneath. That way you don't dull the blade as fast and you can cut deeper onto the insulation. Now we just installed about 5 bags worth of rock wool on this shed. It cost us about $400. This is a great product. It's easy to work with and it's moisture resistance. You can definitely do this for half of the cost using fiberglass. But remember, if you have moisture issues in the future, that could create mold and ruin your shed. Now, if you want to check out how to install fiberglass insulation on your shed, you can check out this video right here. And if you're wondering how do we did the installation on this shed, there's a video for you right here. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.